was it like to see him just after a week ago, what happened here, just feel the love from the crowd in his hometown?
I told him he's going to thrive, man. Just trust me. Trust me, I always told him, your sacrifice, man, a player of your magnitude, for you to do this, it's going to send waves. It's going to help our team. And I said, you can't look at it like everybody gets so caught up in the starting.
Since coming off the bench, Russell Westbrook has been looking like a different beast. Coming off the bench allows Westbrook to get a feel for the game and be himself, not stand in a corner while LeBron James or another Laker dominates the ball. It is interesting that even with Bron out, that Ham has elected to continue to bring Westbrook off of the bench. What sucks for LA is that even though Westbrook has been playing well, that the Lakers have still been losing, meaning that there has to be another scapegoat. For whatever reason, it's not really fun for people to make fun of Westbrook when this guy is playing well. I think that LeBron James has spoiled us time and time again when it comes to basketball. So much so that when this guy is not averaging 30 in his late 30s, people think that something is up. Something that's greater than an injury, an illness, or anything like that. Honestly, I feel like we're at a point where people are literally waiting for LeBron to fall off. With that in mind, it is worth noting that KCP said this about watching LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. To quote KCP, just watching games, it looks like there's no basketball over there. It's just playing pickup. It's hard to watch sometimes. So from me to him, just get the team together, and I just want to see that spark in him again. I don't think I see that spark in Bron, so hopefully he can get it back. What's really wild about this is that Westbrook's former teammates shared similar sentiments not too long ago. Channing Frye also had interesting comments on the season that Bron is having, saying that right now, LeBron is thinking for everyone instead of just being LeBron. He continues saying, I don't want to say relax, not relax, but to be sort of one-dimensional. Do you need him as a point guard? Do you need him as an off guard? Where do you need him? And he does that. Not like, hey Bron, we just want you to do a little bit of everything. LeBron James is averaging 24.3 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 7.1 assists. If the Lakers are going to be playing games when the games matter more, they're going to need him playing great basketball, unless something unforeseeable happens in the near future, which according to Bill Simmons, just might happen. Now, if this is bad unforeseeable or good unforeseeable will be up to you guys to judge. November 7th on the Ringer podcast, Bill Simmons said that there's some buzz, just some buzzing, that AD might be available. This is a plan B because of the Westbrook trade or what they could get for Westbrook. Whether you want to get future assets, maybe that doesn't even make sense for the Lakers. You've got Davis here, who hasn't looked the same in a couple of years. Certainly not close to bubble Davis. That's the last time we saw vintage 2018 Pelicans level Davis. He continued saying that this year, he's on the books for 37.9, next year 40.6, a player option in 2025 for 43.2. I don't know what the end game for this Lakers team is, but the Pelicans have their pick. I don't think whatever they have is not really fixable to make them a playoff team. Guys, this is huge because if it's true, which I'm not really sure that it is, it's basically saying that the Lakers might plan on blowing things up. Now, if the Lakers really did want to blow things up, what happens to LeBron James and how does he feel about all of this? The article on Lakers Nation made some really good points. To quote them, the Simmons report should be taken with a grain of salt, considering the Lakers have never expressed anything other than they're happy with their franchise being led by Davis and Bron, and that they want to build around those two moving forward. James and Davis are known to be really close friends, and the former is not eligible to be traded until next summer. So if the Lakers do follow through and trade Davis, then they would risk losing James' trust. If he asked for a trade next summer, then the Lakers would be headed for a full rebuild. While Lakers Nation makes some valid points, it fails to mention that things change, especially when you are losing games at the rate that the Lakers are. There are rebuilding teams who were thought to be tanking for Wembanyama right now, who have much better records than the Los Angeles Lakers. If it wasn't for this shot by Matt Ryan, which I still can't believe we lost this game, the Lakers would literally have half their wins that they have right now at the time that I'm making this video. The more that I actually think about it and cover this team, I really can't believe that they are this bad. Now, what also sucks for Lakers fans is that if you were trading AD, then his value would have to be at an all-time low. The injuries haven't been friendly to him, and the belief around the league is that he's unable to lead a team. His concerns make trying to get the right return for him pretty tough. Now, me personally, I'm a sucker, and even though AD did the Pelicans dirty, if I was a contender or a team that was on the border of contending, then I'd probably trade for Anthony Davis. If, of course, I liked the price. If he elevated his game, great, but if he didn't, he'd still be a massive plus on the defensive side of the ball, and somebody who's capable of giving you a low-volume 30 on any given night. You change up his shot diet a little bit, you have him in more of that finisher role, and I think you'll like what you see. You also will be worried about the injuries, but at the end of the day, you'll know what you're getting yourself into. After the Lakers lost to the Jazz November 4th, Anthony Davis made it known that he has to be more aggressive. He would also address the Lakers' lack of defensive effort, saying, "I don't think it's concerning, so nothing to be alarmed about. We know we can get back to where we need to be. Those guys were coming in really hot. They really do a good job of moving the basketball, cutting without the ball. So they do a lot of things. It just wasn't, our effort wasn't there, which we can change." There was never going to be a good time to bring this up, but I do think that it's kind of funny how the Lakers had a tribute video for THT only to have this dunk happen a few games later.
Speechless.
If you ask me, this is rock bottom. Jokes aside, I'm happy for THT and the Jazz. Everybody counted them out, and now they're turning heads. If you want a video on Utah's success, just drop a comment. If you guys couldn't tell with that THT dunk, November 8th, the Lakers would go on to lose again to the Utah Jazz. This time, they would get blown out 139 to 116. The 139 would be the most points that the Lakers allowed this season, and the second most points allowed in the league this season at the time that I'm making this video, only trailing the Spurs, who allowed 143 against the Toronto Raptors November 2nd. Raptor fans, you guys are going to get a video very soon, trust me. Koloko is tough, I like that guy. The video might not be on him, but just know that I like Koloko a lot. After losing to the Jazz a second time, AD would say that 2-8 is a hard pill to swallow for me. We gotta put it together. The offenses put it together, but we lost our defensive intensity, and that's what's killing us. If you ask me, it was only a matter of time before that defensive intensity would drop. When the losses start piling up, everybody may not want to maintain that intensity. At some point, it becomes I have to get mine on offense. AD had some really interesting comments when talking to Dave McMenamin on the Lakers' 2019-2020 defense. He said it's a little different now because I was able to roam a lot. I was playing the 4, JaVale was playing the 5, and Dwight was also playing the 5. So guarding the perimeter, knowing I got those guys behind me, or weak side help, getting blocks from the weak side, that's huge. Now when I'm the 5, I'm the one in the action, pick and rolls, one guard in the post, things like that. The 19-20 Lakers, we were flying around. AD would basically round this out by stating again that he was a roamer and that everything is just a little bit different now, and he's willing to adapt and adjust, but still playing with a 5 is a pretty big deal. Now guys, the concept of a versatile roamer is not a foreign concept to a great defense. We see things like this all of the time. Who are the top 2 defenses in the league right now? The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Milwaukee Bucks, 2 teams who take full advantage of their length and size on the back end. Imagine you blow by Jared Allen on the perimeter thinking you have an easy basket, and then you're met by a 7'4" wingspan Evan Mobley. Having that ability to roam is beautiful. Just ask last season's Celtics. As we all know, I've been a major advocate for the Lakers trading for Myles Turner and Buddy Hield. I'm a simple person, and this was always one of those moves that made too much sense, which is why if I was going to do this move, I would have done it before the year. Trying to do it now to avoid this ship from sinking any further, I really don't know about that, but it'd be fun nonetheless. In the comments below, let me know if you guys think that there's a move that could help save the Lakers season. Guys, I can't emphasize how talented Turner is despite his inconsistencies and deficiencies. I just had to watch this guy. give my Pelicans 37 while shooting the ball with no hesitation, scoring in a multitude of ways and having an impact defending the rim. If Rudy Gobert was worth like 51st, then I think that there's a world that exists where Buddy Hield and Myles Turner are worth at least 2. To be real with you guys, I think we're at the point where Turner is either undervalued or the price is simply going up because he's attracting more teams. Earlier this season, he said himself that this is probably the year that I break out. You know what, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure that I've seen bench players go for first before, and yet here the Lakers were with the opportunity to acquire Buddy Hield and Turner before the season, and they said no. I get the logic. You don't want to destroy your draft capital for the next decade to be a mediocre team. I wonder if the Lakers have any regrets about this whole Myles Turner stuff. I wonder how they feel about the whole situation. Guys, let's go ahead and get Myles Turner's take on this entire situation.
If you're the Lakers, would you do the 2 picks? Would you do the 2 picks?
Oh, that's such an intriguing question at that. I think personally, when you look at this business of the league and, knowing the landscape of the league, you have to go off your future, right? And we all know picks are so valuable in this league. And someone like myself, I'm heading into the last year of my deal, and you want to make sure, you're getting a return, for your assets, right? So, if I'm the Lakers, I take a very hard look at this with the position that you're in. I know what I can provide for a team, my leadership, my shot blocking, my three-point ability, and just my ability to make plays out there on the floor. And I take a very long look at it. But as far as pulling the trigger, that's I get paid to shoot. Not meant to make these calls, so I couldn't answer that.
Turner actually said that if I am the Lakers, I take a very hard look at the position that you are in. Personally, I can't believe that he spoke on the situation. Now, I'm not just going to show you guys the clip without him giving some more context. That would not be right. Here is what he said following the backlash and speculation that this clip got. I'm excited about what we have here in Indiana. I understand that some of the things that I might have said in that podcast could have gotten misconstrued. Answering hypothetical questions. This isn't a hypothetical. I'm here in Indiana. I've got real estate in Indiana. I've got a fan section in our own arena. I'm a Pacer. I've been a Pacer my entire career. I can't tell the future, but where I'm at right now, I'm very happy. He also added that he loves it in Indy and that he also hasn't made a decision, and when that time comes to make one, that you'll hear from him. Hey, I'm not going to try to decode any of his words because I think he was pretty clear. I'm going to let you guys draw what you want from that. I'd just like to add that Turner is still only 26 years old. There's a chance that, like he said, he hasn't played his best basketball. If he commits to you after this season, then he would be a great asset to whatever team that he committed to. Now, as much as I would have loved to see a Myles Turner or Buddy Hield trade, according to Shams, that's just not very likely if the Lakers continue to go down the path that they are. Guys, here's a reminder that the Pelicans literally have the rights to swap picks with the Lakers this year. Anyway, Shams saying that is pretty telling, but we've seen this team flip-flop before. Remember that report that they were determined to play 20 to 25 games before assessing their roster? Now, while what Shams said was telling, I feel like what Darvin Ham said about the current state of this team was more telling.
Darvin, understanding that you could be big picture and be positive and view things that way, but you've got LeBron is in year 20, AD has missed functionally 2 seasons. How do you keep their patience? I don't know if that's even the right word, but their mindset not in the disappointment and the frustration of 2-8 and kind of along for the build with you.
I mean, you have to put all cards on the table. We can't act like something is happening and that isn't real. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I mean, like from the way our salary is constructed, our salary cap and our budget, all the way to, injuries, guys being available, playing style, new coaching staff, and guys having to buy in to how we're playing and what we're doing. So all of that is real. And guys having to step up and play better. Some of our younger guys, some guys who don't have as much experience in the league that are in our rotation, they have to step up, have that confidence, and play better. And those are just the real facets of our game. We can't go out. We're in the tax. We're a tax offender, right? We just can't go out and start spending money everywhere to build a team. We have 3 big-time future Hall of Fame, first ballot future Hall of Famers that a chunk of our budget is being spent on, and there's only so much left. So we have to do our due diligence and go out and again, establish the way we want to play, which I thought we've been doing. We've regressed a little bit defensively. Our offense have come around here of late, and just keep fighting a good fight, pushing forward one day at a time, man. But just having honest dialogue, not sugarcoating anything, looking at everything for what it is and being real, like being real. We're not one of these teams right now, as of right now, where we have 30, 40, 50 million in cap space. We don't have that today.
Do those three guys have to give you more?
You guys are the Los Angeles Lakers. Regardless of if this team is good or bad, it should be printing money. I'm sorry, guys. I might be overreacting. I'm just a little shocked that the Los Angeles Lakers are not acting like the Los Angeles Lakers. I really do feel for Darvin Ham. I like this guy as a head coach, and he feels like a genuine human being. With that being said, I love the honesty. Here's to hoping that the Los Angeles Lakers and this front office can finally figure something out. Guys, let me know what you think of everything down in the comments below. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.